matches, and if you Google tough on the internet, his image shows up the first 10 to 15 images. Carter Starocci.
Yeah, he really is. We've talked about that almost ad nauseum for his career, but he really is the most competitive guy, that you see out there. And he, not necessarily the most flashy technique-wise, but he just wins. And last year coming off of that injury, the toughness that he showed at the national tournament, just budding with confidence.
Stay legal.
Working off that underhook. There's a whizzer from Silas Allred. Carter Starocci winning all 4 national titles down at 174. Two-time Big Ten champion from Erie, Pennsylvania, Cathedral Prep. He's got a high school teammate on the other side tonight in Jacob Van D. Starocci was a senior. Van D was a freshman at Cathedral Prep.
Coached by Mike Hesse, the wrestled at Iowa for a while, native Iowan. These guys are going hard with his collar ties. That's one thing that Carter will do is to get that wide stance here. You saw a lot of that from Aaron Brooks last year over his career. Big wide stance, put forward pressure on your opponent. Try to take territory, stuff the head. These are the types of matches that he likes to be in, and so he tries to tire his opponent out. Kind of a position and attrition. Really works the head pretty well, and he'll dive in on a single leg, and an excellent finisher. Head to the outside right there. Knocks Allred down to his rear end there, collects the points right away. Nice job of switching down below the knee there, just slamming him down to his rear.
Gets the takedown, 3-0 for Carter Starocci. This season he has scored 21 takedowns in duels. He has yet to surrender one. In his career, bonus point-wise, 19 falls, 18 tech falls, and 18 majors. Of course, at this weight class, you have the reigning national champion and Parker Keckheisen of Northern Iowa. They met at the All-Star Classic. It was a dandy. Carter Starocci beating the Panther in sudden victory 4-1. And Starocci, Jim, in the top position, just a couple gallons of grit.
Yeah, he doesn't give you anything. See, right now you've got Allred with his head down on the mat. And he's a guy that can go out and has skills in the bottom position. And of course, he's strong. He wrestled at 197 last year. Big Ten champion. You can see him spreading out there. Nice little change over there by Allred, but it's one and done. Kind of try to work a little bit more chain wrestling off of that technique. Did a nice job of changing over, but now that leg's in. Watch what the Penn State wrestlers do now. They get off that left knee. See how he's off that left knee when he figure fours?
Now he slides that
second leg
other boot in.
Yeah.
Short time, 15 seconds. Silas already two-time national qualifier. He's been beat in the blood round in each of the last 2 NCAA championships. Starocci's got Allred flat on his belly with that arm bar. And time will run out in the first period. Starocci 3-0 lead.
Great finish and strong position in the top position. But this is how he got there. High crotch there. Now watch him just slam this leg down right there and put his chest in. He does that before he reaches over to get to the double. So he gets a nice crack down, as we call it there, but mainly with the outside arm right there, and then reaches across to the double.
That run he went on last year, Jim, to claim title number 4. He was the 9 seed, and remember, he had to beat national champions Mackay Lewis and Shane Griffith. He beat Rocco Welsh of Ohio State. That's one of the better runs I can recall in recent memory.
Yeah, he just kind of upset that he was hurt. And he was wrestling through it there, you could tell, but that wears on a guy, but did a great job of adjusting to it in the tournament.
Starocci will push away the Cornhusker. Allred on the board, 3-1, followed by a heavy snap and a fake from Starocci.
Nice attack by Allred, but you can see how Starocci's basically got him squared up right here. He's got his hips covering the head. He's going to go try and lock there at the crook of the knee, and maybe even try to roll him through on this, but the referee's going to stop it.
7 guys have won 4 national titles, Pat Smith being the first. Starocci and Brooks, the Penn State teammates, 6 and 7 last March in Kansas City. But nobody's ever won 5, at least in Division I. 105 here in the second period. What are your key observations, Jim, in the first period plus?
Just a gritty, another takedown attempt right there. Now he's sliding his chest back here. He doesn't want to get in a ball here because he knows that Allred's going to try to roll him through, but he gets the 3. And that was all just in the adjustment of getting his hips back and not keeping a little ball would be easier to roll through. You know, probably the best 2 guys that we see at that. We just got done watching Levi Haynes and those finishes airtight.
Starocci, 2 takedowns, riding time over 2 minutes, inside of 30 seconds. Starocci in control. Penn State's getting a win at 174 from Levi Haynes to begin this dual meets. First time Penn State has been here since 2020. That was a really good match.
20-18, I think the score was.
Starocci in the first period with a takedown and a ride out. He gets another takedown here in the second period. Advanced Stats sponsored by Air Force. 70 individual matches in their 7 dual meets. 67-3 record. The dual meet scoring equates to 323-9.
That's really a shocking stat from the standpoint of, a lot of times when you're going for tech balls and in this 3-point takedown era, you get the escape. Only 9 escapes. We're probably a takedown or something like that in there as well.
Quick escape by Starocci leads it 7-1. Silas Allred from Anderson, Indiana. Shenandoah High School, couple times state champion.
Fingers, offense.
Nice job by Starocci getting out of that heavy collar tie. Now Allred in on that single leg again. He had an opportunity to go ahead and pop him up, but good balance there by Starocci. He's covering the head again. This time he'll work that instep out. There's no power right now here for Allred, so he's really in a situation where he's holding on for the stalemate.
Starocci's a guy, Jim, in the last couple of seasons combined, I think he's given up 2 takedowns total. Gets his 3rd of the night here.
All the Penn State wrestlers have done such a great job over the years that if you get stuck on your shoelaces flat in that single leg position, they're going to work that corner on you, sometimes working cradles, but there's another excellent job of scoring off that. Now Starocci jumps in another single leg, trying to shelf it with not much real estate left. Comes up for the cradle, switches off to that double.
Trying to keep that right toe inside the cylinder. Carter Starocci 10-0 this season, all bonus point victories. 5 falls, 3 techs, a pair of majors. Penn State coming into this dual meets, has scored 170 takedowns. They've only allowed 10. Some just mind-boggling stats when you look at Penn State's and the season they've had up to this point. Another bonus point situation here for Carter Starocci as Silas Allred dives in, but right underneath those heavy hips of Starocci. And Carter Starocci, the 4-time national champion, will get another bonus point victory tonight here in Lincoln with the riding time points 11-2.